Welcome, health enthusiasts. Today we delve into the world of disease prevention and vaccination. Our journey begins with a basic question. What is disease prevention? Simply put, disease prevention is the process of taking steps to avoid illness or stop it from spreading. It's like putting up a shield to safeguard our health. There are three types of disease prevention: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary prevention involves actions to prevent diseases from happening in the first place, like eating healthy and exercising. Secondary prevention focuses on detecting and treating diseases in their early stages, like going for regular health checkups. Tertiary prevention aims to manage long-term diseases and prevent them from worsening, like taking medication for chronic conditions. Now, among these preventive measures, vaccination plays a pivotal role. It's like a superhero in the world of disease prevention, protecting us from various infectious diseases. Vaccines are a type of primary prevention that uses our body's natural defenses to build protection against diseases. But how does vaccination work, you may wonder? Well, vaccines contain the same germs that cause disease, but they are either killed or weakened to the point that they don't make you sick. When you get vaccinated, your immune system responds to these harmless germs and remembers how to fight them. So, if you're exposed to these germs in the future, your immune system knows exactly what to do. Clever, isn't it? Vaccination not only protects us individually, but also shields those around us by preventing the spread of diseases. It's like a community shield, strengthening our collective health defense. Understanding disease prevention is the first step towards a healthier life. Now, let's explore how vaccination plays a key role in this. Stay tuned as we unlock the mysteries of vaccines, debunk common myths, and highlight their importance in public health. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to prevent diseases and promote health. Vaccination, a simple yet powerful tool in preventing diseases. But what is vaccination and how does it work? You might have heard the term vaccination or immunization quite a few times, but let's break it down. Vaccination is essentially a way of training our immune system. It introduces a harmless version of a disease-causing germ or parts of it into our body. This sparks our immune system into action, allowing it to recognize these invaders and remember how to fight them off. So when we encounter the real thing, our immune system is ready and capable of defending us. Now, why is vaccination important? Well, it's not just about protecting ourselves. When we get vaccinated, we're also protecting those around us. Some people can't get certain vaccines due to health conditions or allergies. These people rely on the rest of us to get vaccinated and create a community immunity. This is often referred to as herd immunity. The more people in a community who are vaccinated, the harder it is for a disease to spread. Vaccines have saved countless lives and have eradicated or controlled many infectious diseases that once claimed millions of lives every year. Think of diseases like smallpox, polio, and measles. Sure, they still exist, but thanks to vaccines, we've managed to keep them at bay. Vaccination is a key preventive measure that doesn't just protect individuals, but society as a whole. It's a collective effort that has a huge impact on public health. So, by getting vaccinated, you're not just looking out for your own health, but you're also playing a crucial part in safeguarding your community. In the grand scheme of things, vaccines are like an investment in a healthier future for everyone. So let's roll up our sleeves and do our part, because every vaccination counts. Vaccines are our shield against many infectious diseases. But what are some of these vaccines? Let's find out. There are numerous vaccines, each with its unique protective power. The world of vaccinations is vast, covering a wide range of diseases from measles and mumps to influenza and HPV. Each vaccine has been meticulously developed and tested to protect against specific diseases, providing us with an armor of immunity. Let's start with childhood vaccines. These are the shields we give our children in their early years to protect them from diseases that were once deadly. The MMR vaccine, for instance, protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, three diseases that can lead to serious complications. The DTaP vaccine, another essential for children, defends against diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, also known as whooping cough. As we move into adolescence, vaccines like the HPV vaccine come into play. This vaccine is a powerful tool in the fight against certain types of cancers caused by the human papillomavirus. Then there's the meningococcal vaccine, protecting against a bacteria that can cause meningitis, a potentially fatal infection of the brain and spinal cord. And let's not forget about adults. Vaccines aren't just for kids. The annual flu shot is crucial for everyone, particularly the elderly and those with chronic health conditions. The shingles vaccine is recommended for adults over the age of 50, helping to prevent this painful condition. But what about those vaccines that protect us no matter our age? The hepatitis B vaccine, for instance, is given to newborns and also to adults at risk. It helps prevent a disease that can lead to chronic liver infection, cirrhosis, or even liver cancer. Then there are vaccines like the pneumococcal vaccine, crucial for young children and adults over 65, protecting against pneumonia, meningitis, and bloodstream infections. And of course, the COVID-19 vaccines, our latest defense against a global pandemic that has touched every corner of our world. Each of these vaccines plays a vital role in different stages of life, protecting different populations from diverse diseases. They stand guard over our health, shielding us from diseases that once claimed countless lives. It's clear that vaccines are vital, but how safe are they? Let's debunk some myths. Myths and misconceptions often cloud the truth about vaccination safety. Let's clear up the fog and shed light on the reality of vaccines. Firstly, the myth that vaccines are not safe because they are developed too quickly. In reality, the speed of development does not compromise the safety of vaccines. The swift progression is due to the global urgency, international collaboration, and technological advancements, not because of skipped safety protocols. Another myth is that vaccines can give you the disease they're trying to prevent. This is a misconception. Vaccines may contain parts of the virus or bacteria or a weakened strain, but these elements are not enough to cause the disease. Instead, they stimulate your immune system to recognize and combat the infection. There's also the myth that natural immunity is better than vaccine-acquired immunity. While it's true that natural infection can lead to immunity, the risks associated with this process far outweigh the benefits. Vaccines provide a safer way to develop immunity without the dangers of severe symptoms or complications. As for the development process of vaccines, they undergo a rigorous multi-stage testing regime. It begins with exploratory and preclinical stages, where safety and effectiveness are evaluated in laboratory conditions. Only after successful results in these stages, the vaccine moves into clinical trials involving human participants. This phase itself is divided into 3 stages, each with an increasing number of participants. These trials are designed to identify any side effects and confirm the vaccine's effectiveness. Even after approval, vaccines are continuously monitored for safety. Any rare side effects missed in clinical trials can be identified through this post-marketing surveillance. Therefore, when a vaccine is administered, it's after exhaustive testing and continual monitoring. Let's not forget, vaccines have a long history of success. They've eradicated smallpox, drastically reduced polio, and prevented countless deaths from measles, to name a few victories. In conclusion, vaccines are one of the safest and most effective tools we have in preventing disease. They are the result of rigorous testing, ongoing surveillance, and the cumulative effort of scientists worldwide. Vaccines undergo stringent testing to ensure their safety. Now let's examine how vaccines prevent specific diseases. Vaccines have a significant role in keeping us disease-free. This statement rings true more than ever as we navigate through the complex world of healthcare. Consider the case of measles, a highly contagious disease that once affected millions worldwide. Thanks to the development of the measles vaccine in the mid-20th century, we've witnessed an impressive reduction in cases. In places where the vaccine is widely administered, measles has virtually disappeared. This is a testament to the power of vaccination in disease prevention. Let's also take a look at polio, an infectious disease that can lead to paralysis and even death. The polio vaccine, introduced in the mid-1950s, has been so successful that polio is now eradicated in most countries. This is an incredible achievement in the history of public health, all due to the effectiveness of vaccines. And let's not forget about hepatitis B, a liver disease that can cause chronic infection and increase the risk of liver cancer. The hepatitis B vaccine has significantly reduced the incidence of this disease, providing protection to millions around the globe. Now, consider the impact of these vaccines on disease incidence and mortality. According to the World Health Organization, vaccines prevent 2 to 3 million deaths each year, and that's not even counting the many millions of people who are protected from getting sick in the first place. In essence, vaccines not only protect us individually, but they also have a broader impact on society by reducing the burden of disease. They decrease hospitalizations, reduce treatment costs, and most importantly, save lives. It's clear that the role of vaccination in disease prevention is monumental. But the story doesn't stop here. Vaccines are also a key player in the public health arena, contributing to the creation of herd immunity and helping us combat epidemics and pandemics. But how exactly does that work? Vaccines have indeed helped us fight off numerous diseases. But how do they contribute to public health? Let's discuss. Vaccination's contribution to public health is immeasurable. This simple act of prevention plays a pivotal role in safeguarding not only individuals but entire communities. Vaccination, in essence, is a collective shield against infectious diseases. This shield is more commonly known as herd immunity. Herd immunity occurs when a significant proportion of a community is vaccinated against a contagious disease. It creates a protective barrier, reducing the overall amount of the virus or bacteria able to spread in the whole population. This protection is crucial as it safeguards those who, for various reasons, cannot be vaccinated, such as newborns or individuals with certain medical conditions. But vaccination's role in public health extends beyond creating herd immunity. It's also instrumental in combating pandemics and epidemics. When a new disease emerges, as we've seen in recent years, the development and distribution of a vaccine can mean the difference between ongoing global disruption and a return to normalcy. Consider the eradication of smallpox in the late 20th century. This monumental achievement was made possible through a global vaccination campaign led by the World Health Organization. Another example is the significant reduction in cases of diseases like polio and measles, thanks to widespread vaccination efforts. However, for vaccination to be truly effective in protecting public health, it's vital that a large proportion of the population participates. Otherwise, we leave gaps in our collective shield, allowing diseases to persist and possibly evolve. Moreover, each of us has a part to play in promoting vaccination, whether it's getting vaccinated ourselves, encouraging others to do the same, or dispelling myths and misinformation. Every action contributes to the larger public health goal. Vaccination is indeed a public health triumph. However, some challenges remain. Let's explore. While powerful, vaccines are not without their challenges. In our endeavor to build a healthier world, we often encounter hurdles, and vaccination is no exception. Two of the most significant challenges in this area are accessibility and public trust. Let's talk about accessibility first. Despite the impressive advancements in medical science, the benefits of vaccination aren't reaching everyone. In many parts of the world, infrastructural deficits, economic barriers, and social disparities hinder the equitable distribution of vaccines. This means that some populations, particularly those in remote or impoverished areas, may not receive the protection they need. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach. Governments, healthcare providers, and international organizations must collaborate to remove these barriers. This includes investing in healthcare infrastructure, making vaccines affordable, and ensuring they reach the most vulnerable sections of society. The goal is clear: no one should be left unprotected because they can't access a vaccine. Let's move on to the second challenge: public trust. In an era of misinformation, some people harbor doubts about the safety and efficacy of vaccines. These misconceptions can deter individuals from getting vaccinated, undermining our collective efforts to control diseases. Building public trust in vaccines is a task that demands transparency, education, and dialogue. It's about communicating the science behind vaccines in an understandable way, debunking myths, and addressing concerns. It's about showing that every vaccine undergoes rigorous testing before it's approved, and it's about reinforcing the fact that vaccines have saved millions of lives and continue to do so. In essence, reinforcing trust in vaccines isn't just about providing facts. It's about engaging in meaningful conversations, understanding people's fears, and reassuring them about the safety and necessity of vaccines. Overcoming these challenges is crucial for the success of vaccination programs. And as we overcome these challenges, we inch closer to a world where disease prevention isn't a privilege, but a right accessible to all. Today, we've ventured into the fascinating world of disease prevention and vaccination. We've explored its importance in maintaining health and its pivotal role in protecting not just individuals, but society as a whole. From understanding the different types of prevention to debunking myths about vaccination, we've covered a wide range of topics. We've seen how vaccines are a powerful tool against infectious diseases, contributing to a decrease in disease incidence and mortality. It's important to remember that vaccinations are not just about individual health, they're about public health. They help build herd immunity, shielding the entire community from the spread of infectious diseases. Therefore, I encourage you all to seek further information about vaccination and disease prevention. Participate in vaccination programs and don't hesitate to ask questions. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's the power to save lives. Thank you for joining in today's journey. Remember, every vaccine is a step towards a healthier world. Share this knowledge and help build a healthier society.